Welcome back to Inside Look, an Inside Ambition segment where we take a deep dive into something happening here at Drexel. I'm Alexandra George. On our last episode of Inside Look, we discussed Drexel student Andre Dworshin and his evil brainchild, Philly fighting COVID, a scandal that has appeared in national headlines with Drexel University's prestigious name attached. Although John Fry has continually refuted Philly fighting COVID's ties to our university, certain staff members have concerns about the way everything with PFC unfolded. In the past decade, Drexel University has systematically underfunded basic research and devalued humanistic and social science pedagogy in favor of academic capitalism and corporatizing knowledge. I see you STEM majors. I don't know what any of that meant either. That quote is from a letter drafted by a group of concerned Drexel faculty in response to Drexel's reaction to the PFC scandal. They reached out to various media outlets, including us here at Inside Ambition, to spread their message. Now, let's take an inside look. Drexel faculty say they are dismayed by the students in our community who are attempting to profit off of a global pandemic. I know you think we're always trying to be edgy and opinionated here on Inside Look, but that is literally what the letter said. Today we are going to address several of the claims mentioned in this letter. First, to denounce PFC and the culture at Drexel that allowed it to grow. Second, that Drexel lacks community engagement opportunities for students. And third, that Drexel made cultural and ethical amends as a result of its influence on PFC. Not only do the faculty feel that it is necessary to condemn the actions of PFC, as the university has already done, but they also think that Drexel's egregious culture should be addressed. They argue that PFC is a byproduct of a higher education culture that values profit over people. This sort of culture is not unique to Drexel alone. We all know institutions have a history of being problematic, but this is still not a good look. Just think about our motto here at Drexel. Ambition can't wait is our claim to fame. The phrase is plastered all over, from buses that run across the city, to the t-shirts handed out during Welcome Week, to the banners that people like to steal and hang up in their rooms. By the way, whoever's selling an Ambition Can't Wait banner on Facebook Marketplace for $70, you need to stop, or at least drop the price. Not to mention, your favorite casual news show adopted its name based off of this slogan. We chose Inside Ambition because Ambition Can't Wait is like the one thing we can all relate to here at Drexel. Well, that and the fact that Mario is like the most bang-worthy mascot to ever live. Wait. Are mascots even alive? Our motto reflects what attracts students to our school. The 10-week quarters, the co-op system, and the no summers off model are all driving forces behind this said ambition. The idea is that at Drexel, we are ahead and quick to innovate and find solutions. Or otherwise, that we're just impatient. With Philly fighting COVID, we saw a group of college kids with zero medical qualifications become the first to present a mass vaccination plan to Philly. As we talked about in our last segment, the startup changed its data privacy policy and removed its nonprofit status faster than rec center slots are reserved. This is the kind of culture the letter is talking about. Lazy, rushed solutions in action in which profit comes before welfare. Just like drinking 4 cups of coffee a day instead of actually sleeping. But hey, I have so much more time on my shaky hands and I still feel great, like really great, and I'm not exhausted at all. Within this culture, the faculty members argue that even though we are trying to be the most civically engaged university, Drexel is starved of programs that tie students to the surrounding community, which begs the question, how do we encourage personal responsibility on campus despite consistent underfunding of programs that help teach students about social change and systems of power? The letter offered one very relevant example, quote, "Recently, the Science, Technology and Society program, which explores the social and ethical implications of technology and science, lessons that could have been vital to PFC's founders, was threatened with closure because the administration did not consider it to be revenue generating, despite having some of the top STS faculty in the country who produce award-winning research." As this quote emphasizes, valuing profit over education can have detrimental consequences, especially to vulnerable communities. PFC's unethical practices have virtually halted vaccine rollout to those who need it the most, not to mention breeding distrust in the new vaccine overall. That's just like how Mario stopped breeding with me after I lost his trust when I had that one romantic night under the stars in Drexel Park with Penn's Quaker. The faculty that drafted this letter are demanding that the university take some responsibility for fostering a culture of hurried profit-making and ill-conceived business solutions, all the while failing to educate its students in basic ethics and social justice. Maybe then amends can start to be made to the city and to some of its most vulnerable citizens who so desperately need COVID vaccines. They deserve to be treated by an organization with strong moral and ethical values. Just ask any frat on campus. Their moral values are way better than PFC's, and that's saying a lot. The concerned Drexel faculty feel that at this time, only a meaningful material investment from the university, centering around social justice, can prevent another Philly fighting COVID and losing situation from happening again. The faculty were alarmed by the recent rhetoric of the university as Drexel moves forward with implementing its strategic plan, tailoring its research and education to, quote, "market demands and industry and business partnerships." The letter proposes that instead of business partnerships, the university should consider partnerships with community-based organizations like the Black Doctors COVID-19 Consortium and deepening its commitment to pilots. Just think of all the university operations that are suspended and the campus spaces that are vacant because of COVID. Drexel should be turning its resources towards the community. It's not like they're being used for anything else right now, because whether or not PFC is Drexel's fault doesn't really matter. If we want to call ourselves the most civically engaged university, then we better start acting like it. As of this taping, the administration has yet to comment on the letter from concerned faculty. While Drexel's reputation hanging in the balance is nothing new, what happened with PFC sparked significant outrage among faculty, students, and the city at large. There are real, large-scale repercussions to the education and culture provided here at Drexel. As students and as citizens, we need to care about the ethics taught at this university, because pretty soon we will go off to work and live in all industries and corners of the world. We want to know what you think. Should Drexel incorporate more business ethics and morality courses into its curriculum? What are some community initiatives that our university should get involved in? And how do you feel about what the faculty members had to say? To stay up to date with all of our content, make sure to follow our Instagram at inside_ambition and subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and comment below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.